Before we get into today's episode of Chicago Bears Now, embrace debate, pick a side. Who you're rocking with? You guys saw the fight last night. I won't call it a fight, but Will Smith slapped the hell out of Chris Rock. Are you on Will Smith's side or Chris Rock's side? If you missed it, Chris Rock made a joke about Jada Smith, who has, I guess, a disease, alopecia, which causes you to lose hair. Will Smith didn't like that. He said, keep my wife's name out of your effing mouth. And then he went and pimp slapped Chris Rock. So whose side are you on? Type WS for Will Smith, CR for Chris Rock. We always hit you with the hard-hitting questions off the top, so let us know. Welcome into Chicago Bears Now. I am your host, as always, Harrison Graham, and today we are presented by Manscaped. Appreciate those guys, and you will appreciate their men's grooming products to stay nice and tidy, especially in your ball area. Go check those products out, manscaped.com, promo code BEARS20. That's going to get you 20% off, plus free shipping at checkout. More on them later on in the show. All right, Oscars beyond. By the way, I don't know which side I'm on. Probably Chris Rock's, but hey, embrace debate. Let's get into today's news and rumors around the Bears. We do have a bit of a Ryan Bates update as we are on day 4 watch. Remember, the Bills have 5 days to match any contract for him. Sean McDermott, the Bulls head coach, says, quote, still working through the decision on Bates. The Bears signed him to that offer sheet this past Thursday. Like I said, 5 days. So tomorrow we will find out at some point. I don't know the exact time. I saw a tweet saying tomorrow night, but I thought Bates signed it in the morning. Maybe it just depends on, when it exactly was signed and processed by the league. But one way or another, we will find out tomorrow at the latest if the Bills are matching the contract offer or if the Bears are going to get him. I think the Bears are going to get him still. I do think Buffalo is at least making a decision here, thinking about this as they go through it, because they've seen the upside that obviously Ryan Poles has seen. But I just think Buffalo's in a spot where they have a good offensive line. They've spent a lot of money on their roster. Do they want to match a contract offer that might have been an overpay, quite frankly, by Chicago? We'll see. We'll find out by tomorrow. Here's Brad Biggs of the Chicago Tribune talking about this, saying Bills head coach Sean McDermott says the team is still working through a decision on Ryan Bates after he signed with the Bears. Decision due tomorrow. Often when a team matches an offer sheet for a restricted free agent, it happens quickly. We'll see what shakes out with Bates, but I imagine the Bears are optimistic that they land him. So the point he's making is we're 4 days into this, just about. The Bills haven't matched yet. Bears feel like they're probably in a pretty good spot, but nothing will be official until tomorrow. Now, Sean McDermott, he likes Ryan Bates, and this is what he said about him. Quote, Ryan has done a great job for us. Every role he's been in, he's embraced it and put the team first, so I really appreciate his influence on our team over the past couple of years in particular. That kind of sounds like a guy ready to move on, saying, hey, we appreciate what he's done the past couple of years. But, he also said we appreciate what he does for this football team. So it's hard to say. I'm going to say it's 75% that he's going to be a Bear, so 3 Smoking Jays somewhere in that area. But the Bills have another day and a half to make a decision on matching the offer. I'd have a better feel for this if we knew what the contract details were that Bates agreed to, but none of that has been leaked. We won't find that out until, I'm guessing, tomorrow or maybe even Wednesday at this point in time. So where is Bates going to play in 2022? Take a guess for us. Type CHI for the Chicago Bears. Type BUF for the Buffalo Bills. Get your votes in and let us know down in the comment section. The pinned comment on today's video will be this: CHI for the Bears or BUF for Buffalo. Let's go to our next story here. The owners' meetings are ongoing right now, so head coaches and owners are down in Florida. Lovie Smith, former Bears head coach, he talked about Matt Eberflus. Just wanted to spend a moment on this. He said this, quote, they're getting a good, sound, fundamental football coach. You look at what I think most fans are looking for in their head football coach, hard-nosed guy. And this is not surprising, right, that Lovie Smith makes these comments, because Matt Eberflus and Lovie Smith are very similar. They have similar principles, similar backgrounds. They believe in the same things, the loafing system. Like, they have very similar attributes and principles as football coaches. Lovie Smith probably sees a little bit of himself in Matt Eberflus, who's obviously about 10 or 15 years younger than Lovie. And he's absolutely right. Look, Lovie Smith was really the last coach that had extended success in Chicago, and his kind of hard-nosed style is what made a difference. Now, Eberflus needs to use those principles, but also evolve them, right? Like, this team needs good offense. This needs to be a team that scores points. That wasn't necessarily the case when Lovie was the head coach, but it's such an offensive league now. You can still win with these type of principles, but you got to score points on offense. I think that's what will make or break Matt Eberflus and his tenure if the offense works under him as head coach. Is Matt Eberflus going to be a good coach? What do you guys think? Type Y for yes. Type in for no. Let us know down in the comment section right now. Will Eberflus be a good coach? Now, Bears fans, we have videos going out every single day, sometimes multiple videos per day, which is why we encourage you guys to subscribe. These are just a few thumbnails from some of our recent videos. If you haven't checked out any of these, subscribe at the link below, just hit the sub button and go check out our videos. Live shows every Tuesday, which means tomorrow we will be live, and sometimes some spontaneous live shows as well when major news happens. YouTube.com/BearsNow, the latest Bears news, rumors, and everything else surrounding this football team. Let's get back into some of those rumors. How about signing DeAnthony Thomas? Adam Schefter reports that he wants to return to the NFL. He opted out in 2020, currently is in the CFL. And I just kind of connecting some dots, just throwing this out there. Did cross paths with Ryan Poles for a while. The Chiefs drafted him. They spent 6 seasons together. He flashed a little potential as a receiver, primarily as a returner, though. DeAnthony Thomas in his career, the numbers don't jump out at you. I thought he was going to be way more impactful in the NFL, 65 catches, 509 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Had some injury problems, but he's really, really fast. Really fast type of player, and I think no, we're good there. I think that that makes some sense. Now, he is primarily a return specialist. Like I mentioned, one of the best returners, both as a kick returner and as a punt returner. Never really quite pushed it all together as a wide receiver. But even if he's like a depth guy coming as a tryout, maybe he makes the team as a number 5, number 6 receiver and as a returner, you could do worse. Now, I think part of that could depend on Daz Newsome. Does this team feel like he's ready to be does Ryan Poles and Matt Eberflus feel like Newsome can be that punt returner? Maybe, and if that's the case, then you probably don't need to waste your time with a guy like DeAnthony Thomas. But he's elite. He has elite speed. Ryan Poles knows him. Could be worth a flyer. I mean, I wouldn't mind trying him out, seeing if he can be on your 90-man roster, push for a 53-man roster spot. He was electric coming out of Oregon, just never quite was able to put it all together in the NFL. Appreciate Manscaped for sponsoring today's show. The Lawnmower 4.0 is an excellent ball hair trimmer. It's going to keep your things nice and clean and smooth down there, too, because they use advanced skincare technology. Get 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com with promo code BEARS20. That's manscaped.com, promo code BEARS20. This product is awesome. I use it all the time, and my wife's appreciative of that as well. She actually told me I need to use it for the beard sometime soon. So, hey, it's multifaceted. It's useful in a lot of ways. Manscaped.com. Link is in the comments and the description. So is promo code BEARS20. All right, let's talk a little draft, and then we'll sign off here. How about drafting Jalen Tolbert? The Athletic released their latest mock draft, and they did a little bit different style. They had a writer that covers every single team kind of make each pick. So Kevin Fishbain selected Jalen Tolbert at number 39 overall. And this is a guy that's been moving up draft boards. 6'2", 6'3", has some good size, good speed, and I think has some real upside. 39 might be a little high for me, but you could talk me into it. Here's Dane Brugler on the selection, who is the Athletics draft expert. Quote, "This fit makes a ton of sense. Tolbert is the only player in South Alabama history to surpass 1,000 yards receiving in a season, and he's done it twice. His feel for the position and tracking skills should make him an immediate contributor and a nice compliment to Darnell, Mooney, and Byron Pringle." Look, obviously, Jalen Tolbert is a guy that I think can help. I wonder if 39 is a little high, but I do think the Bears will pick a receiver in the second round, either with that number 39 or that number 48 overall selection, if they don't trade up or trade down, of course. If they trade, obviously, that would throw a wrench into things. But this team needs receivers. It needs weapons. We know that. And as this team sits with 6 draft picks right now, I think spending one of those second-round picks on a receiver makes sense, and maybe another one in the third round as well. You need more weapons, and if you don't add many more in free agency, then the draft is going to be the source to find these type of players. I think Tolbert is a big play type of weapon. There's a lot of receivers that could go in that day 2 range of where Fishbain has the Bears selecting Tolbert. I would have probably gone with in a different direction. I believe Jahan Dotson was still on the board when he made this selection. But Tolbert has bigger physical frame. Maybe he's got more of that upside, albeit coming out of a small school. 18 yards per catch. I really like that. The big play ability is there. And I think that fits what Justin Fields and this Bears offense wants to be under new offensive coordinator Luke Getsy. So we'll see what happens. A lot more draft content coming out soon for you guys with the NFL draft. Just about a month away now, and we will certainly explore a lot of that. Plus, new Bears mock draft coming very, very soon. Grade the pick of Jalen Tolbert at number 39 overall. A, B, C, D, or F. Let us know how you feel about this selection by The Athletic. All right, we're going to sign off here on Bears Now. Appreciate you guys for tuning in to today's show. YouTube.com/BearsNow is where you can find daily Chicago Bears news and rumors videos. Appreciate producer Trace, and we will sign off and see you guys next week and every single day before next week. Live show tomorrow. I don't know what I'm saying. We'll see you tomorrow.